I am not doing a Temu haul, and for a good reason. Let's talk about Temu.
Oh, hi, Mark.
What's up, Freccero fam? Welcome back to my channel where I like to explore everything that life has to offer. We have to talk about Temu. This has been everywhere in both good and bad ways. And one thing I want to stress right in the beginning of this video is not sponsored by Temu. With that being said, let's get right to the basics. What exactly is Temu? This has been everywhere. Tons of videos on YouTube or TikTok or other social media platforms. There has been so much content, and their marketing has been, for lack of a better word, aggressive. So what is it? Temu, in a sense, to word it simply, is the Wish of Amazon. Even backing up further, in case you don't know what Wish is a super cheap clothing site. So you can go on there and buy pretty much any article of clothing you could think for insanely cheap. When it comes to Temu, however, they take that one step further, where you can buy almost anything you can think of, similar to Amazon, for insanely cheap prices. Here's how the site looks, just to show you. I typed in DJ, so I could buy a bunch of DJ equipment and sound equipment. If I type in Pokemon, right, I can buy Pokemon games and items and cartridges, like 23 bucks for Pokemon Stadium 2, or $6 for the Game Boy Advance Pokemon games, or any of these items. If I type in suit, for example, I can buy an entire suit for 25 bucks. If I type in protein powder, they actually don't have protein powder, so they don't have everything, might as well say that. Maybe they will eventually. I will say this is kind of cool. It's kind of a cool thing to make it like a portable keychain for maybe your protein. But you can see when I go up to categories, there's everything, right? I have clothing, I have home and kitchen. They basically have every item that you can think of. And by item, I'm referring to basically non-food items, right? So going even down here, pet supplies even, baby stuff, smart home stuff, kid shoes, bags and luggage, automotive stuff. I mean, everything you can think of. And looking at the bestsellers list right now, here's why it is so popular. You can quickly and easily see all these prices. Like $5 for this, $4 for that, $3 for, was that a bath mat it looks like? Only $20 for a portable car air compressor, $4 for this mini camera. I mean, these prices are pretty ridiculous. A Apple Watch, or like a fake Apple Watch, it seems like, for $11. As you can see, those prices are pretty ridiculous. However, is it too good to be true? Is Temu legit? In my opinion, in some cases, yes, but in a lot of cases, no. Now, getting into the nitty gritty, one, I got contacted by Temu tons of times. They have bombarded my email box saying, hey, Mark, we want you to do a video for us, over and over and over again. And I even emailed them back at one point. They didn't get back to me. And then another representative emailed me again saying, hey, we want you to work with us. We want you to do a video about Temu. So it is kind of ironic that I was like, okay, this seems too scammy, because they're bombarding my email box, and now I'm doing a video about them.
Huh. Irony!
Even though this video is gonna be more pessimistic and negative, if I have to be honest, but that's the first red flag. They are contacting everybody. YouTubers, TikTokers, people on Instagram, pretty much any influencer they can find, any content creator they can find. Their marketing is aggressive, and they're getting tons of content everywhere. There are millions upon millions of searches now with Temu, because they're getting every influencer they can find to do a video about them. And I gotta be honest, I did not want to do a Temu haul. And as a side note, if you don't know what a haul is, it's basically where you wear a bunch of clothing from that site. So if I'm doing a Nike haul, it's me wearing a bunch of Nike clothing and kind of reviewing it. And if you look at a lot of these influencers' videos, I'm gonna be honest, they're very misleading, and here's why. When you look at them and watch them, they're like, oh my god, I got an entire new wardrobe for super cheap. The clothing came super quick. It was a seamless process. Temu is amazing. However, when you look at a lot of the reviews, which I'm going to show you in a second, when you look at a lot of the reviews online of people buying it normally, they say, oh my god, it took forever. The items were damaged. The refunding was super complicated. My credit card got kind of scammed. All these different negative reviews. I've never mentioned this in any other video, but what I personally do, any single time I'm going to work with a company, not only will I receive their product and test it out, but then I'll also go on their site under a fake name and a fake email and order their products normally. That way I get to see if I was a random person just randomly ordering their product, does it get shipped in the same amount of time? Is the quality the same? And a lot more. And the big thing with Temu, as you can imagine, if they're working with an influencer or a content creator, they get their products right away. But when it comes to other people ordering it normally, it takes forever. This is why the reviews are so bad, and this is also why I was like, you know what? It's not even worth trying to order something on my own. Now I'm on Trustpilot right now that reviews different sites, companies, and more. As you can see, the main review, in terms of the total, is 3.1 out of 5 stars. So it's average. However, if I look at the reviews, a lot of 5-star and then a lot of 1-star. To me, that usually means this is not legit whatsoever and not a good company. You know, there's all these kind of scammy things going on that, you know, they randomly canceled an order. The customer service is non-existent. Although, for me, they bombarded my email account as an influencer. So it's kind of like, okay, your customer service is great when you want people to review your site and get the word out there, but not great with other people. A lot of product misinformation, product quality is not as good as the price. I mean, I've not even mentioned that yet in this video, but I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. If you're buying something for that cheap, you kind of get what you pay for, right? If not for Trustpilot reviews, I would have been a victim of their scam. These strainers that they bought were so poor. They would tell you the parcel has arrived, even if you've not received anything. Very poor service. There are people complaining it's taking weeks to get their order, and Temu does comment on some of these reviews. They say right here, most packages arrive between 7 and 15 business days. For a lot of people, though, that is not the case. It's taking way longer to get their items. And I was even thinking when it comes to filming this video, let's say I were to order something on my own, would I have to wait weeks just to make a video like this? Not worth it whatsoever. Their mini games are a scam, which I will talk about in a second. That's a whole other weird thing. Going down here, rubbish customer service. I mean, I could go on and on and on. Now, yes, I do believe in due process. So looking at the 5-star reviews, it just seems a bit odd, I'm not gonna lie. Remember, there are a lot of companies out there that pay for fake reviews. I'm very pleased with the service. I ordered a number of items and they all arrived and wonderfully all worked. Thanks to your honest and generous prices. I was skeptical. I mean, who knows? Maybe some people do have positive experiences. I'm not saying every experience is bad, but it seems like for most people, I mean, these seem too body for me. Exactly the quality or higher than I would expect for, was that £2 per item. I'm super happy and will definitely be ordering again. They just seem a bit too robotic for me. Let's talk about the mini games thing though. Now, there is something when it comes to Temu called their affiliate program. Now, in case you don't know what an affiliate is, all it means is if someone refers somebody to a product or service, they get a little kickback. Think of it like a referral bonus. So I've, let's say, done affiliate marketing with Amazon. If, let's say, I recommend the microphone I'm using to film this video, you click my special link at no extra cost to you, I get a little small kickback from Amazon. Affiliate marketing is very popular. It's everywhere. There's nothing wrong about affiliate marketing. However, looking at their affiliate marketing site, I've done affiliates with so many different companies. This immediately, and I know it sounds weird, but as somebody who has worked with different companies, this also seems scammy. And the reason why is it seems too gamey, so to speak, like referral bonus race. Now, of course, companies want you to be incentivized to recommend them on your videos or however you're going to recommend them, right? So they do kind of give you more money the more people you refer, etc., etc. And I got to be honest, this just seems very scammy. I've noticed that sites that get very aggressive about like, oh, if you refer 3 people, you get a $10 bonus and all this kind of stuff. It seems too salesy. It seems too pushy. Now, hey, I do have a link listed below in the description if you want to use my link to check out Temu or whatever. I figured, hey, like, why not, I guess. But looking at all of this, I mean, it just seems very odd. In addition to, right when you sign up for their affiliate program, and this is, it's not a scam, but a bit of like a marketing tactic, they immediately gave me $5. And I'm like, cool, free $5. But then they say $20 minimum to withdraw. So what they do is they give you free money, you know, in a sense, and then they say, oh, well, if you, let's say, want to withdraw this money, you actually have to make $15 more and refer more people. With all that being said, is Temu legit? Well, I think it depends on what you define as legit. On one end, they're not really promoting saying, hey, we have the best products ever. We have the best service ever. they are kind of just saying, hey, everything's cheap, take it with a grain of salt. So in that sense, they're not trying to say something that they're not from that angle. But let's be honest, on the other end, the insanely long wait time to receive your products, the fact that a lot of them are such poor quality, the reviews are horrible online, and the biggest red flag for me is it seems like influencers, when they get their products, are perfect quality. They get them right away. No issues. But when anybody else orders their products, it's like, oh wow, it's taking super long to get it, super poor quality, the customer service is horrible, I'm having weird issues with my credit card that they might be charging me more or charging me less. If I want to return something, it's a whole other nightmare within itself. And to be honest, it's just not worth it whatsoever, which is why for me, like I mentioned, I always like to buy products and services as, like, say, a different person, just to see how the company works. If, like, say, I'm not an influencer or not a content creator, but I was like, you know what, with Temu, it's not even worth it, right? Who knows when my product might even arrive? And of course, as you can imagine with the cheap prices, what you pay for is what you get. And don't get me wrong, there could be a chance that you could order an item that isn't that bad. There's been some times, for example, for me, I've gone to the dollar store, bought in a few items that worked amazingly. But most of the time, it's tough to say, right? And especially with Temu, it is one of those unique things where either A, I'm making this up, let's say you're gonna buy a cord. You can either spend, like, say, $10 on 3 cords that just break, or you spend $20 on 1 cord that never breaks, right? And this exists in so many other industries and platforms and with different products. And especially when it comes to their aggressive marketing, it's just a massive, massive red flag how many influencers they're paying off and giving money to promote their products to make them seem like they're amazing when they're really not. Not worth it.